The Osogova region, the most desirable touristic destination that makes the visitors' dreams come true. There are numerous secrets in the Osogova Mountains, both discovered and undiscovered. They are embroidered in its nature and tempt every visitor to feel the adventures of this tame region and to discover himself. There is an untouched nature and unique beauty. You can feel the peace and quiet here. You feel as if you can touch the sky. You think that you can fly over the horizon free as a bird. When you enter once the highness of the Osogova region and the magic of the ancient virginity, you will have the wish to come back over and over again. Only here you can make your dreams come true. The Osogova region, that spreads on the area of Kriva Palanka, is the most beautiful region of the old Osogova Mountains. It is rich with natural beauties and has a huge potential for tourism development. The colors, smells and sound variety of the natural resources, mountain peaks, water flows, animal and plant life and the panoramic view make an excellent place for rest and recreation, for an escape from the fast urban life into the peace and quiet. The geographic and climate characteristics create ideal conditions for ski terrains. The snow cover is present from October till July and allows long touristic season. The area is a real sample of an air spa which provides the needed peace and quiet. It is a real challenge for mountaineering and for the other types of alternative tourism. The untouched nature and harmony of the area can be used for the animation of the tourists. The latest activities and projects of the local self-government in Kriva Palanka changed this mountain region into a significant tourism center. The building of the capacities with rich and various offers for the visitors contributes to this. The most important thing done for the infrastructure of the most attractive localities in the Osogova region is the cross-border project named Mountains Are Joining Hands. This is a new cross-border brand for promotion of the non-affirmed touristic destinations. The recognizable brand will enable sustainable tourism development. The whole area of the Osogova region will be animated by building well-known walking tracks which will be full of exquisite natural rarities, picnic sites, holiday houses, playgrounds and other infrastructural buildings. The carriers of the basic activities are the newly opened Tourism Information Center and the Trans-Border Tourism Cluster. They will promote the Osogova region and create suitable conditions for the business sector. This will be done by putting into function the natural, cultural and the historical inheritance for the commercial purposes and local economic development. The project has a vision and a mission to create tourism center. With its noticeable characteristics, it will be attractive for all the aim groups. The journey through the Osogova region continues on the road to the monastery St. Joachim Osogovsky, situated in the Osogova Mountains only a few kilometers far from the town center. This monastery is one of the most monumental and ambient religious objects in our country and even wider. It was founded in the 12th century. The monastery complex is distinguished by its architectural and spiritual structure. In the central place is the big church, dedicated to the Osogova patron, which was built by the famous icon painter Dimitri Andonov Paradishki. Next to this is the small church dedicated to Mother Virgin. Here there is a spring from which many believers seek help. During its 10th century existence, it has never ruined its spiritual and cultural way of life. It has always been a mainstay for creation of the faith, tradition and the meaning of life. The monastery is the place where the cultural, educational and patriotic activities were born and where in the 19th century the Macedonian reviver Joachim Kerchovsky lived and worked. The most imposing one of the accompanying facilities is the 3-story lodgings. The most modern accommodation facilities with about 100 beds are offered to the guests. All of the objects are decorated with style, keeping the historical context and dignity. There are 15 suites with 36 beds with central heating, bathrooms and televisions. The unique tourist attraction is the remaining of the milk pipes 3 kilometers long, which shows the incredible human intelligence. Through a ceramics pipeline, the milk was transported from the village sheepfold in the Osogova Mountains to the monastery, where dairy products were made and offered to the visitors. In the last 40 years, the monastery has had a real boom regarding the cultural happenings and its presentation in the world. Many manifestations, symposiums, workshops, seminars are held in the monastery. It is a cradle of the art, painting, wood carving and architecture. Its premises are the meeting place for a great number of artists every September for 20 years. They create unique works of art on the international art colony St. Joachim Osogovsky. So the American artist Pamela Toll said that after St. Joachim Osogovsky nothing would be the same. She thought differently and lived differently. To the French painter called Derwin, it is a closed shell, and for its colleague Missel Rabi, it should be the internal home for her soul. Few years age, her ash was spread under one monastery birch where she had found herself and her peace. From the monastery, the eco track goes into the wood area and the meadows to the place Lyulki in the village Koshari. This is a set place for rest, and there is a tap for refreshment of the visitors. The next destination is the place Sveta Voda, the holy water, in the village Krklja, which is believed to heal many diseases. According to tradition, the tourists wash their eyes and faces and believe that their wishes for good health will come true. The climbing goes on towards Stara Voda, the old water, which is an archaeological locality from the Roman and Byzantine Empire. The freshness quickens the bloodstream, supplemented with the delight of the various plants, healing herbs, forest fruits and exciting view. This is a real place to rest. Here you will feel the hospitality in the hunter's lodging, the mountaineer's lodging of the Mountaineering Sports Club Ruan, which are equipped with beds for sleeping. In the building nearby there are wardrobes and shower cabins, and there is a children's playground. The youngest can relax here, have fun and travel freely in the children's world, surrounded by mountains, shined on by sun in the blue sky. The following destination that will take your breath is the lake called Vlashko. It rises from the mountain womb and mirrors the greenness around. Its capacity is 6,300 meters, which coolness cannot be heated even by the hottest sun. Around it there are widespread fields full of the most delicious blackberries. Near here is the locality called Vlashki Kolibi, where the old Vlash people, nomads, bred numerous flocks of sheep and made a first-class cheese and yellow cheese. Even today there is a modern sheepfold where in the summer the sheep are taken to the pasture and dairy products are made. The road continues from here towards the peak Kalinkamen, and we are already on the 1,884 meters altitude. The peak is known by the legend about the beautiful girl Kalyan, loved by some Turkish bey. The wonderful peasant girl who did not want to be taken by the Turk jumped from a high hill and gave herself completely to the mountain. When the weather is clear, these peaks and mountains can be seen from here: Sharplanina, Skopska Crna Gora, and the peaks Chupino Brdo and Besna Koliba on the mountain Biljino. The trek continues near the tap called Altan Cheshma, and you can finally reach the goal, the peak Tsara Vrh, height 2,085 meters. Only the peak Ruan is higher, 2,254 meters, which is also the highest peak in the Osogova Mountains. On this peak there is the imposing old guardhouse, which looks like a real snow fairy tale, with endless whiteness in the winter period. The echo of the foamy water carries us to the village Bis, which is the only village settlement of close-set type in the Osogova Mountains. Here, 10 more inhabitants live faithfully to the tradition. In the village there are stone crosses, places where the traditional holidays are celebrated, such as Destination Day, Marco Gradobia and others. The next destination is the archaeological locality Saski. The miners from the past who live by digging the black gold of the mountain are buried here. The transformation of the society and the transfer of the duties from the central to the local level demand enriched local economic development. In the period of mining and textile industry stagnation, the tourism imposes itself as the future main economic branch. The efforts of the local self-government in the Municipality of Kriva Palanka to create a base for the further tourism development and attraction of foreign guests and investments comes as a result of all this.